What's up, guys? Combloc Rifles coming live. I really need an intro. All right, anyways, what are we doing today? We are going to populate a barrel, AKM barrel. Now what I have right now, Jesus Christ, is a chrome lined barrel from Atlantic Firearms, and I have a Romanian kit from Arms of America, and also a Sharps front trunnion that we are going to be using for this build here. And I will show you guys, the purpose of this video today is to show you how to populate a barrel, or at least how I do it, to give you an idea. I mean, there's different methods out there, I'm sure. This is what works for me best. And yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. This is the barrel right here. The only thing I don't like about this barrel that I didn't even know was the gas port is already drilled. Where is it? Right there. Look at this thing, it looks like a freaking eye. The thing is massive. Like, Jesus Christ, you know, who the hell did that? Aside from that though, I mean, the threads also, I don't know if you can kind of see it, but I can clean all this up. That's not an issue at all with a die. Or, I mean, if you just screw on the muzzle nut or the brake, you know, once you run it through like a chaser, it'll self-correct. It's just aside from that, $99 online and $15 shipping, I believe it was. So about $115. This is the again, this is the barrel. This is right there. Look at that thing, huge. To compare it, actually, because I haven't even measured it, I want to say it's like a 4. Literally, it's like a 4mm diameter. Because this is this bit right here is a 1/8, and I mean, it just, look at all that. So I have my drill bit set here. Anyways, I'll measure it later and I'll let you guys know. So aside from that, like I said, I mean, good to go. Now these are going to be the parts. There's one front sight, gas block. This is a battlefield pickup finish as well. Very nice patina. Handguard retainer. Rear sight block. It's actually pretty straight too. Gas tube, regular gas tube, and the Sharps trunnion. Now this doesn't come, this trunnion, what I don't like about it is that it doesn't come with a bullet guide installed. You would think that, you know, manufacturing these, you would either sell the correct bullet guide that should go with it, or just install it and just either, you know, pay extra, or you know, have them find it in the goodness of their heart to basically install it and make it as a whole. Because these things are about $150, I heard. I mean, I didn't pay that, but that's what I heard. I'm just like, damn, I don't think I'd pay that much for this piece here just because it's made in America. At this point, rather surplus, but because it's been tested. but I mean, I was able to get this engraved there. How badass is that? So this is it right here. Let me show you guys. All right. All right, so we want to go ahead and do, let me bring the camera level right here, is the way that I normally start this would be by making sure that there is no burrs in the barrel at all, where on the journals where the barrel components are going to be fitted on. Now, I already did that check, nothing's on there. Sometimes there are some burrs. When there are some burrs, I usually use very fine grit to smooth it all out. So what I would do now at this point is, and this is much easier. I guess this works out for you guys as well. If you guys are looking at it, you guys see the gas port and the handguard retainer slot already cut. This will determine your straightness at this point. There's nothing you can do about that at all. So the way that I normally start this would be, is I would make it straight. And I would bring the gas block, right? Or I'm sorry, not the gas block, I can't even think today. The rear side block. Again, I mock it up this way before getting it ready to be pressed. Now this doesn't look pretty. This does not look straight at all. I need to straighten it out. So, just trying to show you guys though how it is that I do this. It's kind of hard doing it. And I'm trying to record and show you guys at the same time. So whatever, we'll straighten it out right now. I'll show you how. So next, what's the next thing? After rear side block, we need handguard retainer. So always keep your lever facing out. Bring this bad boy in. And then just lock it in and boom, right? So now we're getting somewhere, hopefully. Afterwards, gas tube, right? Why can I think? Gas block. Shit, I'm an idiot today, I swear. Slide this in. So see how this won't even fit? That's good, because you're gonna have to press fit it in. But it's just again showing how we do it here. Followed by your front sight base. Now we're not gonna press it on like this, of course, at all. I'm gonna take these components off and then press this on, and I'll go get it ready for the press to show you guys how to do it, and then I'll be right back. All right, guys. So I'm at the press now. I'm about to press this rear sight block in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Robert Forbus tool right here to just make my life easier. And basically going to set it up this way, and then I'm gonna press it down. I'll talk to you about specifics of how I press the rear sight block in when I don't have the front trunnion installed into the receiver. It's something that I learned when I was helping another shop, and he's the one who kind of told me about it. I kind of already knew in a way, not trying to take away credit. I appreciate, even more stuff that I learned with him. It's just I didn't know the exact measurement that he gave me was actually made a lot of sense. Now I measure, when it comes to the rear side block, it's easier for me to just measure in inches. And the sweet spot that he told me about that I would roughly be close to was 3.175 if you're using your calipers. That's basically taking it from this end here, measuring it from here all the way here to the back of this chamber. 3.175, and that'll give you a very good snug top cover fitment. Now, of course, I never drill the rear side block until it's installed in the receiver, so I make sure that everything lines up correctly. But populating the barrel, getting it ready like that, it makes life a lot easier when you are at the last stage of completing your build. I don't even pin it until I only pin the barrel pin on the trunnion when I headspace it, drill it, pin it. That's the only thing I pin, because once you go shoot it, you don't know if you're gonna have to either move the rear side block, or if your gas block is either canted, or if it's not getting enough gas. And obviously your front sight base also, it's you know, you have to correct it. So I don't pin any of it. That's like the last thing you should do. That would be my advice to you. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started here though. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let me see. All right, so what I do is I just use, give me a second. I'm trying to be careful so that this doesn't move its placement. I did kind of make it snug. Give me a second here, guys. Like I said, I'm just trying to be careful here. All right, there you go. I don't know if you guys have seen my other videos where I say I use a stack of pennies to press this in, just because I no longer have the brass nut. Give me a second. All right, so starting to make contact. So what we want to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop there just to be able to measure. And then, like I said, we may have gone over, we may have not. So let's go ahead and remove. So 0. Like I said, I grab it all the way here. Oh shit. What does that say? 3.176. Shit, if I can get this to stop moving, hold on. Jesus. .1. Bring it over here. 3.176. That's good. Now, I know I didn't really talk about much. I just said 3.175, right? That is the sweet spot. However, your tolerance of where you can be before you start having to modify the top cover, if you don't want to, if you had already pinned this rear side block, would be between 3.174 and 3.179. That's what as soon as I found out about 3.175, I started like taking my risks and hey, what happens if I go this far out? What happens if I go this far? You know, what minimum tolerance, maximum tolerance, what happens? So that's how I know. So if you guys want to write that down, it's all in inches again. 3.174 between 3.179. The sweet spot though would be 3.175. Within spec though, or at least the spec that I in a way somewhat use as a spec. I guess it's not a spec, but you know, to each their own on how they make guns. What I normally say is if it works, man. You know, whatever works for you. Everyone's build is always going to be different. So now, next part is going to be installing this gas block and then also setting it straight. So with this one here, there's literally no way of pressing it or making sure it's going to be straight, because obviously it's going to fall all the time. So what I do is I just try to hold on to it like this, start pressing it, but as soon as I start getting tension, I go and I straighten it out, just eyeball it, and straighten it out as best as you possibly can. That way, when you take it back to the bench, if you have to, you can just smack it with like a mallet, rubber mallet, and make sure it's on straight. So we're gonna have to readjust this this press, and I'll see you guys right now. All right, guys. So I got it on the press here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start pressing it, trying to make sure that it's on as straight as possible. Like I said, I'm not trying to really get it to move. So let's see, maybe like that. So I'm using 3 pennies right? 12-ton press, Robert Forbus tool, right there. Make sure you're straight. There you go. So, I pressed some in. Let me bring it back out. Take these pennies off. Let's make sure that we're on straight. No, see, it already looks canted. So, it looks canted as fuck to the left. So let's go fix that. Let's go fix that. All right, so set up. What I use is just a leveler to make sure that I'm on straight still. So I use my leaf as a backup, right? And I just eyeball it from here. Now from here, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Pretty canted. So what I'm gonna do is go use a mallet. Light taps. I'll need to lock it in actually. That will help. Alright. Sorry guys, it's just hot as shit over here. There you go. Looks pretty straight to me now. Yup. Check it. So let's try this one right here. Alright guys, so we're back at the press. Now we're gonna go ahead and press on the gas block. Now a lot of people have always asked me, hey, how do you know that you're on the correct correct length on gas block? Something I picked up real quick, because obviously as you can tell, oh fuck, the gas port's still exposed. One thing I discovered very early is that I usually just put the gas tube, Roger, right here. That way it serves as a guide, right? So when you do that, you know exactly where you're at. So let's go ahead and set up. Jesus Christ, how fucking hot is it today? And make sure you're on straight. And then hold on to the gas block or the gas tube. I'm telling you, I cannot speak today. I don't even know what the hell's going on with me. And then guide it in. So keep pressing. There you go, see? So now start seeing. See that gap? The way that I do it is I do it flush, but not too, I try doing it, it's kind of hard to describe. I try pushing it to the max that I can with a little bit of wobble, only because if you do it super tight and you open this up, this has to be pushed over. Once you do the lever, it's gonna push it, so you're not gonna have anywhere to go. You're gonna have to like press off the gas block. So what I do is, you see that there's still a little gap, go just a little bit more, That's a little too much. Boom. Should be enough. See? I mean, I guess we could go just a little bit more. But there you go. I'm not going any more than that. So now, still has a little bit of wobble, but it's good wobble. And you can still take it off. Not have any issues at all. I mean, yeah, I can't go any more than that. Only because it looks like the gas tube might be cut a little uneven. Actually, it is cut uneven, because you'll see this gap here, and then you'll see it tighten up. Right? But then boom, look at that. Yeah. So there you go. Last thing. It's gonna be this front sight base, right? Same thing. It's gonna go like this. You're gonna want to eyeball it, make sure you're on straight. And then you'll go ahead and press it on. This is not straight though. What you do is you just bring it up like that and you're done. So we're gonna have to go one down. Looks pretty straight. Now the other thing I do is I usually take the gas tube off and I try to look through here and make sure that all your components are on straight. So there you go. And that's how you populate a barrel. If you have any questions, concerns, feedback, tell me how to do my job. Let me know, drop it in the comments, email me. But I think it came out pretty clean. Oh, and then the muzzle nut. Boom. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.